Hey guys, welcome to another commentary done by Diggity. That sexy, smooth, suave Diggity. Oh yeah. You got clouds starting at the 9 o'clock location as the very appropriate color of pink for this spring fever. You got spring fever season up in the air in pink, the color of passion, the color of love. Oh yeah. You have Idra starting at the 3 o'clock location as the green Zerg. Yeah, Zerg wanted to spread that creep everywhere. Almost saying, yeah, come on to my base and we'll have a shootout, if you know what I mean. Drones working hard. Idra, one of those guys who, he doesn't like overcommitting. He doesn't like trying to sneak into people's heart. He's just forward. He is who he is. He just wants to be loved. And that's what StarCraft 2 is about. Showing love to your opponent, showing love, and just that inexplicable attraction that happens between drones and Zerglings and Marines and the explosion of heat and passion that happens otherwise. Cloud, a little less known in the community, was really good in Brood War, but now he's an adult, older. He knows what he wants. He knows what he wants. Oh yeah. Looks like he's already got SCV moving out. You may think, oh, he's trying to hide something. He's trying to sneak something up on Idra, trying to crawl into his heart without him realizing what's happening. But no, this is just outside his natural expansion. It's a pretty standard place to put that barracks you're trying to wall off. Putting up the barriers, if you know what I mean. That's not going to do it all. Not going to do it all. In the meantime, Idra, the man that he is, he's going to expand. He's going to expand his horizons. He's going to expand his heart and enlarge. And that, in turn, will give him a larger economy. He's got that overlord looking for love at the 12 o'clock location. Fortunately, he's not going to find it this time. But he's got to be persistent. He's got to keep looking. Hold in. He's just going to change direction, slowly keep moving along. That's right. Keep rolling through the air, Overlord. Now we got an SCV out in the move. He's looking for the same thing we all are, just tumbling along. Just doesn't want to die before he finds precisely what he was hoping to see. Maybe find that Zergling of his dreams, and they can die in an explosion, fiery passion together. Just gorgeousness. Just flames everywhere. Oh yeah, spring. Fast expansion now from Cloud. It's going to be very effective with this cross position. He too has decided to lay down arms and get his economy up and rolling. Unfortunately, I believe Idra is going to be able to approach this, and it is going to be difficult for Cloud to counterattack his attacks of love and fruition. Looks like we already have a spawning pool up, some Zerglings in production, and it is only a moment in time before Cloud gets scouted. And on top of this, he is grabbing some of that gas to put a fire in his belly. Unfortunately, this means he's going to be trying to tech hard. He wants to get some of those machines going, some love machines, a little bit funky. And it's going to be very difficult to cope with. Idra's Joan dies up on the front, but don't worry, he died the way he wanted to die, the same way he wanted to live, looking around, trying to find a Marine. He did it. I think he saw that expansion though, and let's see how Idra decides to react. Looks like he's, in the meantime, just pumping some drones, playing still somewhat safe, also getting that spawning pool speed up and rolling. But yeah, keep in mind, that's a lot of gas mining for Cloud. Should see a factory anytime, maybe even some air to get directly into Idra's base and into his heart. Idra, in the meantime, is sticking pretty light as far as his gas income goes. And yeah, not showing any sort of movement towards doing that. Looks like he still just wants to build and roll that economy, wants to kind of get an eye on what Cloud's doing, and seeing this few Marines, I think he's going to have a pretty solid idea. Loses one, a little bit overstepping his bounds. Cloud was saying, I'm not ready for this sort of commitment. You need to just back off a little bit. Killed that first Zergling. That was totally within his rights. That's very gentlemanly of Idra also to back off. This is not the stage of the game where you'll typically see him pressing in and doing sort of destruction. And just as I say that, I take that back. Idra wants Cloud's base so bad, he's building a Baneling nest immediately. And it looks like seeing this low Marine count and seeing this very, very vulnerable front door, knowing that there's going to be a heavy tech press, and as a result, fewer troops. He's going to try to press through, do some destruction, win the game early. Unfortunately for him, this might be a direct counter from Cloud. He might get some Hellions out, even if he gets some, if he's stored a lot of tech, get some Thors, some siege tanks, anything, honestly, it will do plenty of damage against those Hellions. They may blow up before they're really able to commit their love. Looks like some pre-igniter upgrade happening as well. Baneling's now morphing in the front door, and it looks like there's several barracks. Cloud anticipating anticipating Idra, committing to him. And it looks like he's going to shell off once again. He's going to try to deny that love, despite being the color pink, which is very disappointing to me. Idra moving forward, several banelings, several zerglings ready to engage. He wants in that base. He wants in that base bad, and he's going to commit. Banelings moving forward. Oh yeah, baby. Here we go. Plenty to annihilate both barracks, and now Cloud in a lot of trouble. Cloud, but oh, Hellions there to engage and light them on fire with a passionate fire, and their hearts are now warm. It's exactly how a Zergling wants to live and exactly how a Zergling wants to die. Looks like that command center from Cloud is going to be interrupted, and Hellions moving up and showing their love once again. I love you, baby. I want to light your world on fire. Cloud now is isolated back up, and he's got a strong economy over Idra. Idra's only hope now is to maybe get a Mutalisk Den or something along those lines, or a quick drop, or expand several times. Very risky. And that's how life is. Life is full of risks like this. So failed right there. Another armory being built for Cloud. He's probably going to get some Thors out in the meantime off this base. Also producing some additional Hellions. He can stick, I guess Thor is kind of silly. I just wanted to see a big love machine, if you know what I mean, out in the field. But it looks like he's going to stick to the Hellions, because they've really warmed the world of Idra. Very helpful. Now he's going to commit his love forth once again. He's now going to approach the base and say, Idra, will you be my Zerg opponent to fall to me? Will you accept defeat? Defeat at the hands of love and GG? We'll see. Looks like Idra trying to shell up. He does have one spine crawler, but it looks like those Hellions still probably going to be able to dive through that anyway. Waiting on that second spine crawler to finish, and this is a very vulnerable situation for Idra. He's got to feel scared and vulnerable, and his heart's out on the line. I mean, he's got 3 bases out here in isolation. It's going to be difficult to deal with this, but in the meantime, Cloud, he's rolling that economy. He's doing what he needs to do and getting it done. Actually, even, and this is not the situation Idra wanted to be in as far as his economy's up and rolling. Hellion's still posturing, thinking about doing something, and on top of that, Idra very much in the dark. He doesn't know what Cloud's intentions are. He really hasn't made it clear at this stage. He brings some Hellions to the front door and says, hey, Idra, I'm going to commit to you. But at the same time, the Hellions just sit and they wait. What's with that? I mean, if you're going to come up, you commit. You commit. Be a man. Be a man. Looks like some Marines being produced as well. Getting that combat shield and stim pack upgrade on that tech lab in the background. It looks like we are going to see some love machines, some Thors. Oh yeah, baby. Out in the background. Some Marines and Thors ready to just go forth and do some destruction. Get some damage done. Damage oh love, yeah. Bringing that cannon, those guns the women cannot resist. Look at him flaunting that. Oh yeah, baby. In the meantime, Idra's just sticking to the Zerglings, trying to get some Banelings speed upgrade. Unfortunately, Banelings not the best unit to deal with Thors. They cannot repel their advances. They are enamored as well. They see those Thors coming down the line and they just swoon and explode everywhere. Exactly like you'd expect a Zerg to do in love. Looks like some barracks continuing to be built up on the front door. Marines, Thors. Marines, they'll have a good time with the Baneling, but the Thors are really going to clean that night up. And now they're moving out. They want a party. Looks like the Hellions moving forward, not giving Idra any sort of information. Looks like Idra feeling a little bit of pressure is going to run with that Zergling out just to die on that Zelnaga Watchtower, and he's going to have a nice crispy end. And it looks like Cloud in a nice position to finish this match out. Like now it looks like finally like a man he's going to commit to Idra with all of these siege tanks, Thors, and Marines pressing forward. Yes, this is going to be the moment. He's going to say, Idra, my opponent, will you GG to me? Will you GG? It looks like forward he goes. Drone on the corner, not going to be able to escape. Mutalisks trying to defend, but they're pitiful at the advances. They see it and they have to fall back. It's just too much for them. Siege tanks on the front line. Looks like Cloud going to just press forward, walk forward easily on this creep. That spine crawler is no match for this love machine, this Terran ball of glorious passion. The Mutalisk now diving in, trying to use that magic box. The Baneling's not quite able to get there on the Marines, and as a result, they should be able to shoot through these, especially with combat shield upgrade, through those Mutalisks fairly effectively. Love machines have been dispatched, but still plenty of Hellions, plenty of Marines, and Idra's still actually doing a fantastic job of defending himself against this. But the onslaught continues, more troops pressing forward. I have to commend Idra on an excellent defense despite the circumstances. But it looks like Cloud will prevail. And unfortunately, he leaves the match, and he is able to resist Spring Fever. I don't know, with Cloud's suave style, with his Terran love and passion. There should have been a GG there. I'm disappointed. Thank you guys for listening.